your boy Jackie Dumpson. Check it out. Now, let me tell you this, man. It's amazing how streaming has fucked up the game. Okay, basically, streaming helps the bigger artists from not flopping or not falling off the charts as quickly. I keep telling y'all, streaming helps the popular artists. Now, the guys who ain't that popular, it don't really help you too much. You still about to catch a flop, okay? I'll give you a case in point. YG, listen, you ain't that popular, bro. You finna catch a seismic belly flop, okay? We'll talk about Still Brazen another time. Anyway. Pretty much, Drizzy has been dominating the charts. 7 weeks in a row, he's been number one. This is a record. I mean, for a male, okay, in music, nobody has been number one with an album on the Billboard Top 200 for 7 weeks since 2000. The last person to do that, you know who it is? Of course, Eminem, okay? Now, the thing with streaming is that usually what happens traditionally is that you have a big first week, as in hip-hop, and then your second week is kind of cool. Maybe your third week is okay. But after that, your album just drops all the way off the charts. I mean, nobody gives a fuck after a month. But with streaming, right, if an artist is popular, people keep listening to said artist. Now, Drake is the most popular artist in hip-hop, okay? Possibly one of the most popular artists in the world. Mine is like Taylor Swift, of course, like Adele, Beyonce, and those people. But even then, he's breaking records that even they haven't broken. Every fucking week, he breaks his own streaming record, and he owns the streaming record for the entire music landscape, okay? Now, I want to show you how much it's affected, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but I want to show you how being popular and also actually dominating streaming helps Drake out a lot. I'm not taking anything away from him. This is a great thing for him, but for all you other artists that think it is going to help you the same way, you got to get to that level of popularity, because until you get there, you'll never get those streams. Okay, the streams is not even really indicative of the album. It's really indicative, to be honest, more of the popularity. And it's somewhat of the album, but definitely popularity. Okay, now Drake's album sold 121,000 records this last week. This is the 7th week. It's unprecedented to think that somebody would still be selling over 100,000 records in his 7th week. That's not even like hip-hop like. That's like Adele like or some shit like that, okay? Now, the reason why this is happening, you must be like, damn, wow, who the fuck is buying this? Well, a lot of people ain't buying it. Only 27,000 people actually purchased the album. However, after Nielsen actually incorporated this new change that they're counting streamings and single sales, basically his numbers are booming. Okay, you know what I said, Metro booming? Well, Drake numbers, they're booming off the charts, all right? Basically, right? So he sold 27,000 records raw, but then where the fuck did the other 94,000 come from? They came from streaming and also single sales. Of course, One Dance is the biggest song in the fucking country, right? Not only that, his album was streamed 110 million times. So basically, just streaming and single sales, right, have accounted for like over 90,000 records in the last week for Drake. That's a cumulative of 121 for the entire week, and that's amazing. I mean, rather than see him like languish around like the bottom half of the top 10 or maybe top 15 because he's now pushing 27,000 units a week, we actually see the change where streaming is counted, and now people are favoring streaming so much. Help people like Drake out. Okay, next week he's set to be one of the first people to actually do it for 2 straight months. His album's going to be number one for 2 straight months. His only competition, as I said, is Red Hot Chili Peppers and YG. And trust me, YG is only predicted right now to do 42. Big salute to Drake. He's doing his thing. He's the most popular person. He's worked very hard. And, of course, his entire career and body of work and all the records he put out before and amassing a fan base has accumulated to this point where he could do this. So for better or for worse, whatever you think about streaming, this is actually what happens. Okay, get in the comments, you guys like them. Subscribe to Akademiks. Come on.